What is use without vision? Well, it's when use is impacted because the person cannot rely on their vision. This might be someone with a cracked screen on their device, someone whose low internet speeds won't load images, or someone recovering from eye surgery, for example. But in disability, no vision is when a person is blind, meaning they cannot see at 6 meters what another person with unimpaired sight can see at 60 meters. Common causes of blindness include birth or developmental conditions such as nerve, brain or eye damage, or lack of pigment, as well as acquired conditions such as age-related macular degeneration or AMD, optic atrophy, or retinitis pigmentosa. Let's go through some of the common user needs for a person without vision. As a person with no vision, I may use a screen reader. Screen readers can output information as audio or as braille, which is a system of raised dots that allows people without sight to read by touch. Braille can be output onto a braille device, which generates these raised dots on a touchable pad to represent the information on screen. Braille and braille devices can be used by people who are blind, or more commonly by people who are both deaf and blind, since the tactile nature of braille means that sight and hearing are not needed. More commonly, screen readers are used to output audio. This includes desktop screen readers such as JAWS or NVDA on Windows and VoiceOver on Mac, as well as mobile screen readers such as VoiceOver on iOS or TalkBack on Android. As a person with no vision, I may use a keyboard. As an input method, keyboards are used to navigate and complete commands the same way another person might use a mouse. A keyboard is often the primary means of navigation when paired with a screen reader. A keyboard provides precise navigation and often contains shortcuts for navigating efficiently. As a person with no vision, I may use speech recognition. This enables a person to control their device via speech. You might be familiar with the concept through use of things like Siri or Google Home. Speech recognition software is used to navigate and input text and other commands by voice. It can be faster than other methods of input like the keyboard and can be used alongside other input methods. These tools can also be useful to people who are sighted but cannot use their hands, such as when they're driving. Now that we've covered some common technologies, let's dive into more functional needs. As a person with no vision, I may need semantic markup, which is the use of HTML or other coding languages to convey the meaning of information on web pages. You can assist by using semantic markup for all elements and ensuring controls have a role, a name, and any states or properties in markup. Failure to do so can render information invisible or incorrectly labeled to people without vision. As a person with no vision, I may need alternatives for visual content. This allows me to perceive the same media that is available to sighted users. You can assist by ensuring meaningful images have alt text, providing descriptive audio for visual content, and providing a descriptive transcript for video content. A descriptive transcript, which describes both audio and visual information in text form, is often the only alternative for video content that is accessible to people who are both partially or fully deaf and blind. As a person with no vision, I may need clear navigation. This means people without vision can interact with content in an efficient and straightforward manner without spending more time and effort than a sighted user needs to. You can assist by writing clear and descriptive link text so that each link is unique and identifiable, including descriptive page titles so the user always knows where they are, and ensuring there is consistent navigation so that navigation is clear and predictable. As a person with no vision, I may need well-structured content. This will help users know what they're reading and find content they're searching for. You can assist by using descriptive nested headings to identify page content, using lists where appropriate for ease of reading, using tables with correct structure to ensure they can be understood, and using semantic markup for content. As a person with no vision, I may need keyboard accessibility. As we mentioned earlier, keyboard is a very common input tool for users without vision. You can assist by ensuring all tasks can be completed by keyboard alone, ensuring keyboard interactions are predictable, logical, and intuitive, and checking no controls trap keyboard focus. A keyboard trap occurs when a user is unable to move off a certain element on a page, rendering the page unusable. Finally, as a person with no vision, I may need accessible forms. Forms are an essential part of many internet services, and it's important that all users know what is required from them to complete a form in order to do so successfully. You can assist by ensuring form fields are labelled and grouped so that each one can be identified, ensuring required form fields are identified clearly, including instructions for specific input types, for example, if a new password requires both letters and numbers, and ensuring errors, notifications, and changes on input are available to assistive technologies in order to alert the user. We've now covered some of the most common user needs for users without vision. Intopia.